the body self-regulates itself and takes away whatever it doesn't need. But one thing that probably so many of us don't cultivate is the emotions. We don't know how to take out the emotions. That's how they tell you, like artists. For artists, they'll put their emotions in whatever they're creating. Like they'll put their emotions probably in a podcast. They'll put their emotions in the paintings. They'll put their emotions in the music. You get what I'm saying? So they'll create something out of those emotions. So they have found a way they're going to, if like, put out the emotions. The same way the body puts out the other toxins, the same way the hair is going to fall off. You could even look at plants. There's going to reach a point whereby leaves will fall. So what are you doing with your emotions? You're supposed to also let them out. That's why people will tell you to do things like you vent. Venting is okay as long as you're not venting to people. Whatever you put into yourself, whatever you put into your body, find a way it's going to get out. Like if it's the emotions, if you love so much, find a way that love is going to go out. That's how they'll tell you, if you love, find a way how you're going to give love. That's why people get pets, that's why people get all these things, so that they can put their emotions out there. Perhaps me, I read a lot, I do a lot of research, I listen to so many podcasts, I listen to so many speakers. So one way to put out the information that I've gotten is probably through doing this. You get what I'm saying? So I'm finding out of how I'm releasing what I know. I'm releasing what I feel is the best information. What I feel if someone new could be the best. And that's when you cultivate that, okay, are the emotions that I'm putting out, are they for the good of the other person or they are not for the good of them? But then you can't know that till you go on that journey and heal, and you know that, and you start differentiate what is probably negative and what is probably positive. You get what I'm saying? Because all of them are the same. But is that something that you would want for yourself? So you look at what you want to put out and be like, okay, is this something that I would want to for myself, or I want it for some other person? You get what I'm saying? So you look at all that and you be like, okay, if I'm releasing this song, I'm releasing this emotion, is it something that the other person would feel like they have benefited something? So that's when you cultivate what you're giving out and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So one way also, you look at also probably if you also want to let out like certain energies, probably for us we are negative, but when you go in nature, you charge, because nature is positive. Remember, they give us the oxygen and we give them the carbon dioxide. So going out in nature with plants and stuff like that, they are giving you their positivity. You get what I'm saying? So that you can get new energies and things like that, like taking water, because everything that's probably in the universe is supposed to give us this kind of thing. That's why you do things like ground, so that you can take out some of the negative energies that are within you. So you find a way of how you're going to put out whatever you've put yourself in. Like whatever you've put yourself in. That's why there is these things of bloating. Because if you eat too much, the gases are going to be in your stomach. So one way or the other, you're going to bloat. The stomach is going to become big, or you're going to like bloat, so that the gases can come out. And one thing also people that have failed to understand is crying. Because crying is also one way you're going to let out the emotions. You know that thing whereby it was hard. You see, when people die, or when people have lost loved ones, it's okay to cry. I know some people won't cry because that's not how they express their emotions. Perhaps they will lose someone and they'll go work. Perhaps in their work, you will see some certain people that will lose probably someone whom you think is dear, and you think everyone is supposed to cry, when for them they're going to eject whatever they are feeling, whatever their emotion is, in a project, in a work of art, because that's how they release their emotions. So you're supposed to understand yourself. You'll be like, okay, how do I release my emotions? I know when you go to nature, you're going to like probably charge. Remember, nature is going to charge you with positivity. So you're going to take out some toxins. You're going to take out certain things. But then it's not enough. That's when you go to like do something. That's why they'll be like, we are all co-creators. You're supposed to find something whereby you're putting your love, you're putting your energy, because we are all love. We all have love in us. Even the people that you think are probably the worst, someone would be like the terrorists, they also have love in them. So they are finding a way of how they are going to, only that for them they have used their energies, they have translated that energy into something else whereby they are hurting others. And when you actually talk to them, they'll be like they're not hurting anyone. They'll be like they are protecting themselves, or they are doing something in that realm, because that's what is in their world. So you cultivate and be like, okay, if it's helping you, in most cases it's going to help you, but that you understand on the journey of healing. Probably you feel like crying, and that's how you let out your emotions. Go cry. Go cry. The only thing probably you're not supposed to, I know it's heavy, sometimes it's too much, whereby you come and cry in front of people. Certain people will understand why you're crying, but then not everyone will understand. Some people are going to judge you. You'll be like, okay, why are you crying? Why? People that haven't understood how the world operates, how everything works, will judge you. You get what I'm saying? So it's okay it's okay. But then if you can do it in private, whereby no one will judge you, because if people judge you, you're also going to battle with that. You're going to you're going to work through that, because you're going to work through people's judgments. Some of them might, because you're in that state of emotion or whatever. So whatever they tell you in that state, it's like going to get it into your head. So if you can cry in front of people that really truly care, and I pray to the universe so that you can get people that are going to take your energy, that are going to understand why you're crying, because crying is just letting go. That's how you let go. So crying is not a bad thing. That's why babies cry. Crying is not a bad thing. So if you can cry, go cry. You'll come back refreshed. Actually, you see that people, if you cry so much, you cry and you get a very good sleep, because you've put out all those emotions. So the only thing is supposed to be like, okay, how can you control yourself that you don't cry in front of certain people? Some people will judge you, but then there are people that won't, people that understand why you're crying. You get what I'm saying? So it's okay. Take heart. If you can, find out of how you're going to release those emotions. It could be crying. It's okay. So you do the crying till you cultivate or you find means of how you can use that energy for the good of the other person, because it's also an energy, it's an emotion, but then it's just letting it go, letting it out. You get what I'm saying? So you let it out so that you can get some positive vibes into you, so that you can put that energy into something that's creative, that's going to help not only you, it's going to help some other person out there. That's the journey of healing. That's the journey of letting go. That's the journey of letting out. Peace and love.